Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Diablos going up against the Jaguars.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Mexico City Diablos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To start the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gardner. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
All right, now look at 56.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Detroit.
No.
Detroit.
Off. Watch Twiz.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
All right, now look at 56. Look at. Now let's go. Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go. 3,
He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Stand up in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Man left, man left. Hey!
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Able to get there and pick it. Well, it's not every day you see a defense pick the ball off and already have 6 points without moving.
And on that play, no distance to run. Similar play, although it didn't happen right in the end zone, but you remember that Washington-Los Angeles Super Bowl where Joe Theismann tried to throw the screen pass?
Number?
I can't remember the number, but he tried to throw the screen pass, and Jack Squire got it with no one around and just waltzed in and pretty much broke their backs. That's a similar play, although this one didn't have to run at all.
Here we go. Stats guy Johnny on the spot. Super Bowl 18, 38-9. It was in Tampa. And here now the offense heading back out there.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Lucky.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Tight end right. Hey.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw here.
I got it left. He's mine.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Switch.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends
Hurry
on
up,
the
here we
Ringo.
go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Gun. Over. Detroit.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Set. Blue landing. No. Check. Patriot.
Blitz, they're coming. Run, go. Oh, out of my way. All day. I'm here all day. Not today, baby. Not today.
Gun.
Check
Gun.
24, check 24.
No, here we go. Check.
Jim.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go.
Three down.
Watch him now, Barney.
Check 24.
Watch him now, Barney. Detroit.
Flare.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Check, tight right.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
You better get in the weight room, son. I'm too strong out here. Too big for you. Oh, got him! Got him!
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
Right, boy, tight to the right. Move.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56.
Shit.
Now,
And they give this time to the tailback. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So following the penalty, now 1st and 5.
Tight end left. Hey, we got 4 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now.
Hey,
Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Man left. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Crunch.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. It's Frazier. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Landed.
Watch the ship.
Detroit.
Check 13. Check 13.
Leopard.
Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Leopard.
Showing eight.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Over.
Slam.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Frazier. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
All right, now, lucky 50. All right, here we go. Detroit.
We got double up.
Set.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
4 down.
Set. Green 39.
Mike, check. 59.
No. Check. Patriot.
Silver. Joker.
Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Set. Green.
And to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Run.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Hurry up. Over.
4 down. Even.
Gun.
Check 26. Check 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Detroit!
SOS.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit! Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Check nine.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Single.
They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
We got 4.
3-19.
We got 4.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard first down pickup for the
Hurry up, here
Jaguars.
we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on Ringo. Tight end's on
Set.
Ringo.
3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is do that? I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jordan Willis. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Double tight, double tight. Hey.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, why do you go out and spend a 1st-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his 1st interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
All right, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to run. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. And now running right through it. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Good! All right, watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Kill.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Turn it out.
There we go. Look at 56. Green, 39. Leopard. All right, now, look at
Here's a carry heading left. Open space inside the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Detroit!
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now they try the right side here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And he's got his man on the out route. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Green 39. Green. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Check. Fresno.
Gun. Set. Blue 90.
Check.
Blue 90.
Check.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
All right, here we go. Green. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. In the face.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Double tight. All right, here we go. Blue line.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going deep for Montgomery. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up any.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. All right, now look at it. Over. Leopard.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, Detroit!
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Run and run it. Oh, right there. All day, baby. Heavy. Watch the back.
Now let's go. Blue line.
Got two.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Hurry up, here we go.
Check.
No, check. Leopard. All right,
handoff here to his running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Jaguars on third down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down, really put them behind the 8 ball.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
That doesn't help indeed. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback as he'll duck under center.
Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
No. Off.
Detroit. Detroit.
Watch twist.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
3 down.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take.
And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Gun!
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with the run play.
On 3rd down. That's Wallace. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Watch tight end. 4 down.
All right, here we go.
Alert.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mike 36.
All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively.
Over! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky, over!
Now they try the right side here. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Second down following the run.
Got double tight. Set. Leopard. Watch it. Over. Kill. Gun.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Tight end right. All right, here we go. Over.
Hey. 4 down.
Detroit.
Check 4.
Here we go. Over.
Check 3.
Hey, check 24.
Deuce.
Detroit.
Flare.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's out of bounds, able to get it up right near the 25 to the 24. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go now.
3 down.
They'll look to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Now let's go.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 47 yards.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Jags, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener.